Yo, and welcome to Digipal Place. So, there we go. Went to get my massage for my shoulder done. Had some food. Just chilled out a little bit as well. After it causing a little bit of energy drain from the massage. Getting them that muscle worked out, and now I'm ready to do a little bit more on Project Zero, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, and try and finish it today. I'm pretty sure will be able to do that, and then we'll see if there's leftover time. Because I'm guessing it's going to take about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on the whole potential boss fight there's going to be. But yeah, we'll just see. And then if there's leftover time, some more Dying Like the Beast. So, Ruka finally knows the truth, her father seeking to fulfill his destiny by completing the Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. But Organ Mask sent his own daughter, put Organ Mask his own daughter and 4 other girls, and had Sakuya dance as the vessel in the rite of the descent. But the rite did not succeed. Ruka lost her memory, and Sakuya fell into a death-like slumber. Until one day she awoke. Sakuya, who was never supposed to awaken... What? Sakuya, who was never supposed to awaken, who could not awaken... What? The death of her friends, the mass disappearance of the islanders, it was all brought about by the obsession of one man, Ruka's father, Soya. Oh boy. How can this tragic story be brought to an end? I'm guessing they were trying to say Sakuya, who was never supposed to awaken, awoke or something. How can this tragic story be brought to an end? Can Ruka atone for her father's mistakes? The lunar eclipse is near, and Sakuya will bring destruction to all. And I'm also, as I said, fairly certain this is the last one because... yeah, exactly, final phase. Because I looked if there was a 12th episode, 13th episode, but it showed there was only one last one to be completed. Alright. So we don't get to see any more of Misaki unless she makes an appearance in the last episode. Or last phase. Oh, this is going quick. And now we need to go to a lighthouse. Wait. Search for traces of your father. But well, he did go in here after we defeated him, I guess. Hang on. Huh? Father was always in here making his masks. All I remember is the sound of his hammer. His back facing me. I can't remember his face. What did it look like when he turned to face me? Well, didn't he have a mask on? On the Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. There's no book here. It must have belonged to Soya. It is said that the art of the house of Yomotsuki reached its peak in the time of Suetsu. After the Day of Tranquility, the masks he made were feared, and all of them were burned. The only ones left are the depictions engraved in the underground shrine in Shugen Temple. The form of the Mask of the Lunar Eclipse must have originated in that shrine. Sitting in front of the engraved masks, I realized the tranquility reached by Suetsu and appreciate the height of his skill. I have approached that skill in the long hours spent at the shrine, improving myself. But it's not enough. The sun of inspiration broke through the clouds, and I realized what was missing when Dr. Hayabara showed me that photo. Long ago, Professor Kunihiko also came to watch the Rogetsu Kakura. He took photos of it, and in one of those photos I saw it. I saw the mask of the lunar eclipse made by Suetsu. The Suetsu. Suetsu? Others may not see it, but I do. I don't know why that long-lost mask appeared in the photo. They say the camera obscura can show the past. Maybe it catches some kind of spiritual remnant of Suetsu. The photo is somewhat distorted, but the intensity of the mask and the lunar eclipse, Suetsu's goal, is captured perfectly. I must surpass Suetsu. I must achieve his life's goal. I must forge the mask of the lunar eclipse. There's a note written by Soya. The fact that no one has ever seen the Hallowed Realm does not mean that there is no such place. After all, even when the moon is eclipsed and completely hidden from sight, it doesn't cease to exist. Yeah? There's a notebook here. I did all I could. Used all means available and created a perfect mask. There was not a single flaw in it. So why did she blossom? Why did the rite of descent fail? Was it the vessel? Or the organs? Whatever the reason, the resonance has started. Nothing can stop it now. Just like my ancestor, Suetsu, I have brought about the Day of Tranquility. I suppose the least I can do is to witness the end with my own eyes. That is all I deserve. Okay. Alright, some memories. What happened to my father? Where did he go? There's a breeze blowing from behind the altar. It looks like it can be moved. Move the altar? No, let's just go home. Well, yes. Wait, how did those lights stay lit for so long? Uh-huh. More. Chisels of various sizes are arranged at the workshop. This surface must have been used for carving masks. Well, that's interesting, but that's not what I was looking for. There we go. Wait, is there more? I can't carry anymore. Well, darn it. And yeah, I'm guessing less issues with my throat by now, so I think I'm soon gonna be back to 100% of the aftermath, so to speak. Right, camera obscura. Let's see, anything else we can fix up? Well, nothing of great importance, but might as well. No, there's just a storage, but that doesn't really matter. I also still don't know, what the heck does those four... I don't even know, I wouldn't call it spiral, like, swirling circles under the health bar. I don't really understand what that is. I would assume it's something like ability or something, skill points, but... Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I forgot to take a picture. Ah, there we go. Whew. So close. Oh, wait, is that exactly what I need? It actually is. You kidding me? Massive photography. Ruka. Father, calm down! Wow, okay. Just 2 shots? Oh well. It is 61, so it should be quite powerful. But still. There's just enough space to crawl through. Crawl through? No! I'd just rather go home. Oh, wait, there's a problem. Yeah, South Park. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Let's just check this way first. Oh, treasure. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hello. What are you doing down here? No, where is... Oh, there we go. It's father's. He was here. The Rogetsu Kakura is supposed to appease the dead, but I wonder if they are really in such anguish that they need to be appeased. Dr. Haibara's take on the matter is that souls are collections of memories. They cannot be destroyed. If that's true, then death is nothing but endless memory, endless solitude and endless suffering. Can we ease the suffering of the dead by destroying those memories? There are masks that can do this. The mask of the vessel lets her lose herself, and the mask of the lunar eclipse forged by Sutsu also clears all memory for a short time. However, erasing memory would leave nothing behind. Sutsu thought that there was more than oblivion left behind after all memory is lost. Reduce a circle enough and it becomes a point. No matter how small the circle gets, there's always a point left behind. The same goes for people and for souls. Everyone's circle is different, but if you keep shrinking it, it becomes a point. The point of origin from which all have come, and the final destination ultimately shared by all. That point is Suetsu's hollowed realm. I am fascinated by this idea. I believe this to be the place we come from at the moment of birth, and the place we pass through at the moment we lose ourselves. The hallowed realm is in all of us, so is salvation. Suetsu tried to reach the hallowed realm using the mask of the lunar eclipse. Is this not the true purpose of the Rogetsu Kakura? No, the true purpose of the rite of descent. Suetsu stumbled on the road to salvation, but I, Soya Yomatsuki, will forge the true mask of the lunar eclipse. Alright, father. You float too! Okay. That's probably her father. She's going to visit. Locked. So that's I'm guessing maybe potentially the end point. Because it's not there for just nothing. I mean, come on, that would be ridiculous. How funny. Daddy? So awaiting destruction. So will she finally see her father's face? No subtitles? I'm guessing something along the lines of "You're here." Well, finally, or something. It's father's, he was here. I feel strangely calm despite the coming of the inevitable end. I spent a lot of time in this place with my masks, in search of Suetsu, devoting myself to improving my art and exceeding even the art of Suetsu's time. And yet, I invited a day of tranquility. But now I think that perhaps my mask of the lunar eclipse was not a failure. Sakuya has blossomed, even more completely and brilliantly than on the last day of tranquility. If on the next eclipse Sakuya were to perform the rite of descent, she would blossom even further. That blossomed face is precisely the mask of the lunar eclipse that Suetsu was searching for. At least, that is my final hypothesis. Or you're just hoping so you feel like you didn't mess up. Sakuya will be here soon. Until she comes, I want to stay here and enjoy the silence.
すべての思い出溶ける
So there should be something around here. Yay, more redstones that I can't use for shit! I'm guessing potentially there's another lens I haven't discovered. Coming of the Day of Tranquility. And yeah, a great disaster did befall the Isle of Fugetsu. The rite of descent being performed, the vessel, wearing the mask of the lunar eclipse, fell into a deep sleep, then did awaken and blossom. And yeah, the blossomed vessel did resonate and caused many to blossom also, till the island's entire was odd but blossomed faces. The blossomed ones, being tranquil, were void, and thus were living yet deceased. So cameth the Day of Tranquility. There were those who, hiding in the primal passage, and offering prayer that this disaster may pass, was saved. Henceforth, if those who coming to bud showed the signs of blossoming, it is set down that thou must harvest the face. Okay. So we need to rip off Kaguya's face? Is what you're saying? Oh boy. Yeah, this area isn't ominous at all. Yikes. People gathered at Torii Gate. Hold on, what did I just see? Okay, they actually did the shadow for that. Alright. Am I supposed to go to the Torii Gate, or am I supposed to... Okay, this way. Follow the light. The eclipse is almost complete. This cave should lead to the lighthouse. Sakuya must have headed up there, the closest place on the island to the moon. Also, the most terrible place to do a encounter. Or last fight. I mean, there's not a lot of room up there to walk around in.
一つになる一つになるの
You again. Okay, can we just stop that? Okay, I dropped him in. Back off. Oh, this would hurt when you. What? How did that not hit? Good thing I have a good extra amount of herbal medicine. Yeah, that's right. Piss off. Let's do some trading. Yeah, let's get some more 61s. Now that we're about to go do our final encounter. Okay, let's see. I have 2 sacred waters, I have 5 herbal medicines, and I have one of the mirror stones. So if I go down, then I'm still secured a little. And you're gonna try and stop me, aren't you? Yeah, that's true. Why not? I definitely need to use the 61. This is gonna take forever. What? How? Does it really need to be straight on the face? I can't see him. This is bullshit. Hello? So I guess I need to have heard him for the map to be null and void. And damage. What? How? Ah, it's stuck. Okay, yes, I do need to hurt him. to be able to stop the mask. Oh, and he disappeared. Are you kidding me? Dad, you suck! Worst family reunion ever! Yeah, no. Oh, that's a little too fast. Come on. Seriously? There we go. Thank you. That's a proper. Okay, almost dead. There we go. Hi. Rest in hell, you bastard. An old book is lying where the ghost disappeared. If one whose face has become as the mask of the lunar eclipse performs once more the rite of descent on the night of the moon's eclipse, great resonance occurreth. This great resonance doth consume the island and spread out from it, causing all to blossom. The only way to seal this person is the true mask of the lunar eclipse. Placing it thereon and still performing the rite of descent will send their spirit back to the moon and cause the resonance to cease. Yet, know ye it is forbidden to look at the face of the one who becomes the mask of the lunar eclipse. Only whilst wearing the mask can thou look at the mask. What? Well, wearing the mask can thou look at the mask. So, but that means that it needs to be two masks. You can't wear the mask and put it on someone else. Yet know ye doing thus puts thee in peril of blossoming. The rest is illegible. So Ruka needs to put the mask that she's got the pieces from, put them together and then put it on himself, and then afterwards put it on Sakuya. Of what I understand. I quickly need to go down and get some more film. And herbal. I'm not certain there's gonna be another one of those lamps on top, so yeah, now is the time. There we go, because I might also do some misses. So probably for the best that I get some extra. Yeah, I guess there's nothing here. Well, that was that part right there, but it was like 5 blue stones. Once to check if there was maybe some more of those. Either some 90s or 00. I wonder if I get the Fatal Frame started, I can just switch over to some of the more powerful, whatever they're called, afterwards. The door is rusted, it can't be opened. Oh yeah, it's broken there. Come on, give up already. Stop hiding in the wall. Get out of the wall. No, do not throw your mask at me. Just because you're so loser. Come on. Stop it. Seriously? Exorcist Supreme. So you can't switch to a high grade afterwards, but it resets the charge. So you preferably want to do it with the one you have on at that point. More broken stairs. Checking if there are any secrets sitting here. Might even be a doll as well. Well, oops. I wasn't focused. So that, no, if it had been filmed, it should be an auto grab. So it might be blue stones or red stones. At least I'm pretty sure it would be. Yeah, this way. Right. The question is, where? Is it on top of me? Is it below me? Where is it? I'm guessing it's on top of me. Come on. Let me get a little bit more open space. Done. Sucks. Come on, where are you? Oh, perfect. Yeah, freaking knew it. It won't allow me to go upwards. It was kind of locked in at the bottom. Nope. No, stop with your mask. Come on. There we go. Only now at the end, when everything is about to be lost, do I understand. I followed eagerly in Suetsu's footsteps. I saw what Suetsu saw. I thought what he thought, as I did all that he did before me. I became Suetsu. Well, getting fanatic here. It is ironic that here, on the precipice of death, I have regained some sense of clarity. If the rite of descent is performed again, Sakuya's blossomed face will become the mask, and will blossom even further. But she will only be appeased when next... What? But she will only be appeased when next the rite is performed. I guess when the next rite is performed. According to legend, in order to seal the vessel who blossomed on the previous day of tranquility, the rite of descent was performed once more. I can't be certain, but I think that if the vessel is brought back to the state she was in when she received the souls of the dead, her soul will return as well. But what was missing from that rite of descent? Something to appease a troubled soul? To reverberate in it and bring it peace? Black mask fragment. Other. That should be all of the pieces. All 4 pieces combine to form a whole mask. So this is the mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Ah, that was another one. Thank you. It isn't far down. Let's take a look. Wait, what? Guardian Maiden. Something has appeared in the photos. Some people walking up the stairs, I guess? Maidens? The Lunar Maidens, or whatever they're called. Or Guardians, right. Alright, here we go. Sakuya!
Watashi no koto o wasurenai de ite. Watashi no koto o wasurete shimatte.
In the hole. What? Sayaka watching over Haruka. Mother?
Ruka. Tsukimori no uta.
Ah, so it's this moon song that she needed. There's an old book where Sayaka is standing. There be on the Isle of Fugetsu a maiden who is guardian of the moon. This maiden plays the moon sound of death, and doth protect the moon for all. The isle is abound with myriad forms of moon sound, and for each a distinct spiritual state. One of the moon sound is the moon song, being a melody that doth let the spirits reach the moon. This moon song is at the soothing beat of the moon, bringing peace. At times disaster may befall the moon, the voice bringing resonance, and that with it blossoming. Being so a disaster in the moon, the maiden playeth the moon song to pacify the troubled moon and souls, allowing said souls to return to the hallowed realm. So it's the moon song Sayaka needs. No. Sakuya needs. Sayaka Sakuya. There better be a piano up there, that's all I'm saying. Oh, she's waiting for me, how nice. It's the final countdown. Da 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 da. Am I supposed to do something over here? Oh, right, I need to... Okay. I think I get it. Stop moving around so much. Jesus, those wild movements. Okay, still hit it. A little. I should probably get some more help. I'm not doing too well. Jeez. Right in my face. Stop. Stop! Knew it. No, she missed for some reason. What? Ugh. Seriously? Come on. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Seriously? Psych! And I missed. Seriously? Come on, right next to me? You suck. What a surprise shot. I don't know what I would call that, a surprise shot. No, seriously? Oh, too early? Fuck. What? What? So I seriously can't hit her with the camera if she's doing that. What? I'm confused. Oh, you're getting it now. Ah, come on. What the hell with this? Be gone. I'm gonna play my song.
Luca, 月森の歌を
I have the score from Mother's room. A guide and the guide to decoding it from Father's room. So this is the moon song. The moon song being a melody to let the spirit reach the moon. Being so a disaster in the moon that moon cannot pacify the troubled moon and time blah 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 blah. Let's just get it done already. According to the score, it should sound like this. I hope I get it right. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. Damn it. Alright, one more try. I know this song, I've heard it before. You say that many a times. Oh, come on. Get up, Ruka, you gotta finish this! Oh, okay, he manages to do it. Toshiro or something like that. Toshiro? Alright, so now she becomes the prince, so the souls can go to the moon. And then back down. Finally get a face? least we gotta check out something. 'Oh, D rank! Oh! That hurt. But then again, it also took a long time. 10 hours? I thought it would be more. But okay, that also includes what I guess Hosuki dolls. That if you are to find all of the Hosuki dolls, do all of the spirit list, and do it on a quick, clear time, I think you're gonna have to already played the game. I wonder if there are like multiple endings or something like that, because I do remember there was that in the other game I've played. Missions mode unlocked, stop, Lenson unlocked, Sension locked, Yukata stripes unlocked, casual kimono, Yukata, flowers and goldfish unlocked. So yeah, so that's the different outfits for the different characters and accessories you unlock. So that should throw me back to exactly. So that was it for Project Zero. At least the main story. I don't know about other stuff on the side. Well, I could try and check new game. Like, it does talk about some operation modes. I'm not sure if it talked about other game modes or if it's just talking about the And since it's already asks me for the difficulty, I'm guessing it's just only one story and then one story and then that's it. uh, Project Zero. If I try to look past from the fact that I've played Maiden of Blackwater, if I remember correctly, that's what it's called. I checked it up before I did the stream. The game is alright. There is a little variety of having 3 different characters that have, but it pretty much goes out on the same gameplay, like the whole thing with the camera and such. You have different lenses. They share all of the same upgrades with the health and indication when you can do the fatal frame ability. But in and of itself, I don't really find the game scary. It has a mystery, but I don't really think it has any scare factor, if you ask me. There's like, if I remember correctly, once or twice where I think something is pretty uncomfortable or something like that. But usually I'm kind of like, whatever, to most of the things that happen in this story. But I also noticed, I looked it up myself because I was thinking, something feels a little, like, not modern about the game. And I checked it up, and yeah, as the game also said itself, with the oldest date 2008. So that's when the game is from, and it seems like it's a port, if you can so to speak, to new generation consoles. So it's kind of a remaster, I guess. Or maybe it is just direct port. And when I say remaster, I mean seems more like maybe the main characters have gotten a little rework, but that's pretty much it. Like, the surroundings you can see are pretty old in style and graphics quality and stuff like that. Their texture and such. But as said, I don't really find much horror factor in this game. There is the mood, kind of, that there are the ghosts that attack, but I just find that not well done, personally. There are so many sections where you are in some very narrow, corridors and stuff like that, rooms, where you have a kind of a 50% chance that the ghosts will be inside of the wall, unless you're lucky the room is pretty big. There are, I think, like 7 times where either it's in a courtyard or a bigger room, but usually the ghosts are in really, really narrow sections. They usually appear inside of the wall, and then you have to try and kite it around so it goes a little bit away from the wall in some way, so you can do the combos and such. But there are also many a times where you attack a ghost with one shot, and then it scuffles backwards, and then it's hidden behind the wall. It's like, come on, let me do my combo. And if you don't do the first shot, then they just strike you and hit you, and you can't really kite them around properly. because, as I said, it's very narrow places and such, so you don't have a lot of room to work with. Um, and they do the three different stories, but I don't feel like there is enough of a difference for it to really feel like it means anything. Like, Choshiro, whatever the detective's name is, the male, the one male in the story, pretty much. Um, I mean, he just dies at the end. It's like, and we still, I still didn't understand. Was Yo dead or was he not? But from the fact that you don't see a body, I'm guessing he's a ghost. But then, why did the ghost hold a knife and stab him with it? I, I, and why did he even, Yo even bring him? Well, rather, Choshiro was on the island because of Sayaka, because she wanted him to find her daughter, Ruka. And then he finds Sho, and then he pretty much just chases him. He even leaves Ruka alone after he finds her again. Yeah, we get it. You're down there. Go away. But it pretty much just felt that like the same of like all three characters are in the same facility, but kind of feels like they're in each their own what alternate dimension or timeline or something, and then and Misaki or Misako, I don't remember the last vocal. Um, let's just let's just say Misaki. Misaki has her own story as well, but again, it's the same place. She has her own thing to follow, but they all fight the same ghosts and such. Um, and I don't really understand, but that may be the whole thing that sometimes with Japanese games and Japanese style, they do like some mystique and some things that aren't clear. But I don't understand if Misaki is supposed to just die at the end, or if it's just she regains her memories and then moment of weakness, a ghost sucks out her life or something, or she Misaki is so mind blown from this figuring out the whole thing of Sayaka. I'm assuming it's Sayaka. No, Sakuya. Of realizing the moment she had forgotten, and then, oh, too much for my brain, mind blown, dies. I and then that's that. Um, the story just wasn't really that appealing to me. Though it is interesting, with the whole thing of, oh, there's a story, we're trying to figure out what's happening, but I kind of figured out most of it as we went along, though I didn't know the whole thing of with Yo Haibara being a ghost, but it's also very unclear with the whole thing because he stabs him. It's like, how does he have a physical form that he can use an actual knife to stab someone with? Also, Sakuya is just, it just doesn't seem like a intimidating character as such, because like she just works like all other ghosts, just a little bit more stronger. But yeah, and also, yeah, it just falls a little flat for me. It's not a bad game, but it's just could have used a little bit more spice, I guess, so to speak. I'm not talking like fan service or anything that style. I'm sure it's there with the costumes and such. At least if it was like in the Project Zero Maiden of Blackwater. But yeah, I would definitely say if I were to recommend trying out Project Zero, I would definitely recommend Maiden of Blackwater. As the story is much more, in my opinion at least, mysterious and horrifying, as it's a little bit more gory, but it's also a more modernized game. I think it came out in. Let me check here. Maiden of Blackwater survival game. Oh, well, Steam has a high review and Metacritic does not. It was released in worldwide October 2015. I don't believe it to be that long ago that I played it. That would be 10 years ago. I think it's about, let's see, 2025. I believe it to be either 4, maybe 5 years ago that I played it. So I have waited a little bit. But I will say, I think that one is better because there is still the whole thing of the mystery. It's, as I said, it's a more gory, a brutal story. There is, the 3 different characters that are in the game actually feels like they have each their story because they are a little bit more on. They are all in the same timeline. They sometimes interact with each other. And there's actually some how do you say it? Not a conclusion to their story, each individually, instead of it being left kind of abruptly, like in this game, where you play as again 2 girls and a male, where one girl finds goes to this mysterious place. I think that was in some way family related, if I remember correctly. Finds a girl that was missing, brings her back to where she works, which is a place that has like artifacts and stuff like that. Where there is a camera obscura there, and she brought that along because she heard it. I believe she heard it had some spiritual effects. And then the girl returns. The girl she saves returns to this swamp area where she offs herself. Let's just say that. Then there's the girl we play in the beginning in prologue, which we see again. I actually think it's the one who offs herself is a friend of the second girl, which you play in the prologue. And she's looking for her mother, and her mother had gone to this place, and you actually find her near the end, bring her back, have to protect her against ghosts that are haunting the place. And then there's also the third one, which is a guy, also I believe detective, or one who's trying to a person for hire that is trying to solve a mystery, as a young female assistant. who's a little tomboyish, I guess, at least clothes wise. There wasn't really much personality in that one that she showed. Um, but it's interesting how they went about it. Like he starts out, for example, at a asylum. Then he's or it was just right. The first girl had a how would you say a mentor that taught her about using the camera obscura, like kind of passing on the knowledge and stuff like that about to fight ghosts and such, and knowing that she has a talent for it. And the detective has this thing he's trying to figure out about some mysteries, people missing, ends up the same place with everyone, the two other girls with the temples. And there's this thing that unfolds where I mean, I've kind of spoiled with seeing who the last boss is, but the lead up to it is pretty damn phenomenal. And scary effect of it is also pretty damn good. The mood is fantastic. Um, but if I was to give this game a score, I would probably say it's around. I'm really sitting here between a 6.5 or a 7. I don't really know. Because the game is pretty good, pretty good. It's but it's nothing like, as I said, for a horror game, it doesn't really give the horror factor that I'm seeking from it. But there is a good, pretty well written story. There is the whole asylum thing. There is this disease that um, plagues the island, and they try to find a way to do it. There is these horrific measures to try and cure this disease that are made, but it just ends terribly, and a lot in unethic measures and stuff like that. But it's not really as hard. But again, it's a game from 2008, so not that much you can expect from it. With the limited resources they have at that point. But I don't even know like what number this series is. That this might be the first one for all I know, or the second. So they may try to establish a little bit more how to work, and maybe they didn't have like they had a story, but they couldn't figure out how to maybe expand on it as much as they could. Where eventually Maiden of Blackwater came out, and then it was like this huge thing they could unravel on, and it just came out great. But yeah, it's 6.5 or 7. Let's just say it's 6.8 for good measure. Because it's in between fine and good. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for this time. And yeah, I was also looking to the whole thing with the reason I thought maybe there was some extra stuff in the story and such from what we saw is because of the fact that in Maiden of Blackwater there is some side stories in there that is done as well with a character from, if I remember correctly, Dead or Alive, if I remember correctly, like a short-haired pink short-haired girl. Or short... No. How would you describe that? Because she has short hair and it's pink. So it's not like a short-haired pink girl or short pink-haired girl. Because that would also indicate that she's short and she's pink-haired. It's like... a girl with short pink hair. I guess that's how you would go about it. Where she also has some different powers she needs to use ninja style wise. I didn't complete that one, so I don't know much about it. But yes, I thought maybe there was some extra there, but no, there isn't. Maybe it was a collab between Project Zero and the Dead or Alive series, or it's something else entirely else. She might also have been part of what is that game called? Ninja Gaiden? From that universe, at least. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I have for this game for now. So yeah, I don't think I have enough time to go into Dying Light the Beast. So I think I'll wait until the weekend to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here now. And for the weekend, on Saturday, I'm most likely gonna be trying out. Well, the previous title wasn't that great in my opinion, but Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Hell Wanted 2, VR. I'm hoping there is a little bit more to that one, as the first title they were probably experimenting a little bit with VR, how it fit with the game and such, and of what I heard, the sequel is pretty damn good. There was at least a friend that was excited to try it out, or the boyfriend of one of my friends that wanted to try it, and I thought, well, I could also try it out on stream. It looked pretty interesting. But, yeah, only time will tell when I get to play it. And then afterwards, Dying Light, The Beast. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So, thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like the VOD, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and hit the bell so notifications for whenever I upload videos. If you're watching this on Twitch and you like the VOD, please feel free to leave a follow, so you can get notifications for when I live stream. I will usually live stream on Wednesdays around 4 or 5 p.m. CET. Let's make it around 9 or 10 a.m. CST. CET, right. Weekends can be a little bit on and off, though I'll usually try and live stream around 1 or 2 p.m. CET. This will make around 6 or 7 a.m. CST. So, and some days are going to be unscheduled, but I will try and notify at least 30 minutes before on Blue Sky. So, thank you for watching, take care, and see you in the next video, I'll live stream. Bye!